Okay, today is February 7th, and here's Jerry. As you can see, we always have a leash and collar on. That's how you're going to reinforce this at home. The leash and collar has to be on while the dog, Sarah's going to put the dog on free time.
Okay, baby. Okay.
Just drop the leash, and then now she's free to play. Notice she doesn't jump. Get low, Sarah.
Okay, baby.
And that's how we play. Then Sarah stands up. She has her coffee. She forgets the dog is there now. So the dog, here comes a guest into our house, but the dog don't jump. The leash and collars. Now Sarah, our guest, is afraid of dogs, so Sarah's going to ask the dog to PLACE.
Jerry, go place. Place. Good girl, place. Go place. Good.
And this is how we manage the dog all day long. Now if you were leaving or taking a shower, you'd obviously take the leash and collar or the leash off. But if we're supervising the dog, it stays on. The only time the dog gets food, any type of food, it gets it after it goes in its crate voluntarily. This is a big crate. This isn't her crate. Her crate is really the right size. She's having a treat. When we're ready to go out, because we're going to go outside for a walk, Sarah's going to open the crate, but the dog can't run out without permission. And she knows that. She's going to release the dog.
Okay, baby. Good girl.
She says okay. Okay is the release. What you want to notice is Sarah never puts any tension on her leash. If the dog jumps, she gets corrected. Anytime there's tension, Sarah will give her a little bit of a correction. She's just looking for food, and we're going to walk out the dog. Sarah's going to ask her to H-E-E-L, which is heel, which means walk on her left. That's what we taught her the first day. She comes to a stop. The dog sits voluntarily. Sarah stepped out with her right foot, and she opens the dog. If the dog gets up, she'll correct. Now Sarah's going to step out with her left foot, and the dog walks. So there's no talking at this point. She stops, dog sit. She steps out with her right foot, the dog stays. And we watch. If the dog gets up, she's going to correct him. She stepped out with her left, and here we go for our walk. Notice that the dog is just following now. Tail is up. One of the comments the pet owner made was that the dog looked a little funny in the playroom. But this is all about socialization. So even though there's another dog at home, doesn't mean the dog's socialized. Left turn. She turns left. Notice her hand. She's relaxed. No tension. She's swinging her hands. There's no sniffing. She makes a left turn. She turns into the dog. She can go fast.
Good girl, Jerry.
And the dog will go. Then normal. And then right. Right. Make a right. Nice. No tension. No corrections. All pleasure. She's going to find her way over to the grass and give her an opportunity to go on free time. She asked to. So the dog can't sniff while it's walking. Once we get to a designated place, now she can sniff all she wants. So, what she couldn't do while she was walking, she now has an opportunity to do. Notice, we're relaxed. This is basic obedience. Obviously, people want to get to the point where there's no leash on, but that's analogous to high school for a child. We're teaching the dog just very basic concepts. So now she can pee, she can poop, she can dig, she can do whatever we allow her to do without pulling. When she pulls, Sarah corrected a little bit. Once the dog's nose is down, the dog is hunting and distracted. This is fine because she's on her free time. It's like recess for a child. When we're done, we're going to go for a walk. Sarah's going to say the dog's name, and off she goes. There was no correction. So this is a great little example. Sarah can go slow. The dog's a little afraid of the buses. Then she goes normal. So the idea is not to avoid the buses, to let her understand that they're okay. You can hear them in the background. Now Sarah's going to slow down, come to a stop. The dog sits perfect. Sarah steps out with her left foot. The dog gets up. Sarah makes a left turn. And there's a lot of distractions. We're out here specifically because of the distractions. We don't live in a bubble. And that's what happens with the dogs that don't get out into the real world. They don't socialize and they don't know what it is. I can't explain what a bus is to the dog. It's a high-pitched noise. Make a right. You're nice and relaxed. And then we're going to put her in a play group so you can see the difference today than yesterday. Then you're going to slow down, come to a stop. Now, Sarah's going to step out with her right foot, and that makes, she's going to drop the leash. She's going to back up. And there's a lot of distractions here. But Sarah's relaxed. There's not a lot of talk. There's no body language there. There's not a lot of emotion. Sarah's not threatening her. She's going to go back to her side. And then she's going to praise her. She's going to pick up her leash. Now just watch the foot movement here. Now we decide what we're going to do. So it'll be a surprise to Sarah. The dog is going to be dictated by Sarah's foot movement. Now obviously, Jerry got up. She's going to ask to sit. Because she's going to step out with her left foot. Now because the dog was not paying attention, about turn. All right. Next time she sniffs, correct her good. Left about turn. There's going to be an odor over there somewhere. So we're halfway through our training. Left turn. Slow down. Come to a stop. Now the dog sits automatically. Sarah's going to step out with her right foot. And the dog, Sarah drops the leash. Sarah backs up some more. And this is nice. Go back to his side. And that's good for today. Then we just start introducing distractions. So for example, I'm going to bounce a ball now. And we'll see if the dog gets up. If he does, he's going to get corrected. Whoop. Correct. Good. She got praised. We're not using food for this. Sarah's going to step out with her left.
Yep. Good girl.
And then let's go bring her out into the field. Good. So now the dog is on free time. So we take care of all the dog's needs. So even though it couldn't chase the ball before, now it can. It's no different than a child. If the dog chases everything it sees, that's how they get hit by cars. Sarah's going to go out, step on the leash. And we got to make sure we don't start playing hide and seek, which she's going to. Just get low. Getting low drags the dog in. Sarah's going to pick up the leash. Love her. Good. We're just going to wait. Good. Sarah's not letting her pull her. Good. Good. You're going to, good. And just reach down and get it. Good. And then let her run after it. Tell her to go fetch. Go ahead.
Jerry, fetch.
So this is balance. This is all about balance. So we did a lot of good training. It's halfway through, a little more than halfway through our training. Today has been a week actually. So we have about 5 more days and she's really where she should be. Very nice and balanced. Not a lot of drama. She got brushed last night and she'll get bathed when she goes home. Very good. Now he's playing games. So what we do is just get low. So teaching a dog to come is like very high level behavior. Because now she has no control because she doesn't have the 6-foot leash in her hand. So we don't beg the dog, we just wait. Eventually we will teach him that he needs to come when we call. Good boy, Jer. Girl, good girl, sorry. Good girl, Jer. Good girl, Jer. Good girl, Jer. And then eventually Sarah's going to just step on the leash. Oh, there she goes. All right. That's okay. Okay, here's our big play group. Jerry's tail is up. She's no longer intimidated. She plays with the big dogs. No more fear. And what people have to realize, there's no movie playing. People have to understand, thank you, Sarah, is that dogs, even though there might be another dog at home, dogs lift each other up. They socialize. She's not nervous at all anymore. And she's playing with, we actually have some black bears in here. Not even dogs. Jerry girl! Jerry girl! So, anyway, this is our day in the life. Here's some old girl here. No fear. And they do this all day. So this is a week later. If we don't let them socialize, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I would highly recommend actually, this should happen for all dogs. This is a natural environment for dogs. This is like a fish in water. And you notice this pack of dogs are not jumping on us. They're not barking. The dogs in the other groups are barking. None of these dogs are barking or jumping on the leader. Well, this is very good. I'm very happy. Right? Jerry, say hello to everybody. No jumping here. Nice, well-mannered dogs. There's 12, 13, 14 of them in here. There's no barking or jumping. Now, this is the scaredy cat up there. Who's that? Max is hiding. Jerry isn't. Jerry doesn't go in there. Max is denning. So it's all good, right? Whoever this is. Nice group. All right, we're going to go finish with that. Jerry stays and plays till dinner time, and we do more training.